Hi, I'm Amir.
Hey guys, I'm Alex. Welcome back to Tesla. We are teens exploring science with a live audience. We are named after Nikola Tesla, a scientist who helped us get a better understanding of electricity. This here is our Tesla coil from the Museum of Science and Industry.
We are science achievers from the Community Initiative Team at the Museum of Science and Industry. We are a science education show every Wednesday at 5 p.m.
This season of Tesla, we will be learning about really cool things that we can't live without.
We'll be learning about ice cream. Ice cream is cool, and I can't live without it.
Well, see here, I agree with you there, but we will not be learning about ice cream this season.
Let me think for a sec. Cool, can't live without it. Sunglasses. Sunglasses make me look cool, and I certainly can't live without them on a sunny day.
Clever, but still no. Let me give you a little hint. These really cool things can live for a very, very long time and grow very, very tall.
Live for a long time and grow tall. Oh, I got it. Trees. Trees can grow really tall, and my grandparents have a tree in their backyard that's over 100 years old. Trees can also provide shade, which makes us feel cooler. Cool trees. I get it.
Exactly. I knew you'd get it. Yeah, we will be learning about trees this season. We definitely couldn't live without trees because they provide oxygen for us, and that is something we need to breathe.
Trees provide shelter for birds and animals, and also food for them to eat.
Exactly. Did you know that there are two types of trees?
Let me see if I can remember. Well, there are the trees that lose their leaves in the fall and winter. Those are called deciduous trees.
Exactly. And we have another type of tree called the Coniferous Tree, which is also called the evergreen tree because they are always green. They never lose their leaves all year round.
Most evergreen trees have leaves that look like needles.
Exactly. Well, like a Christmas tree, yeah.
We should show our audience beautiful images of our really cool trees.
Let's do it.
Zoom out.
Gotcha. There we go.
Here we have here we have a deciduous tree.
Yeah, exactly. As you can see here, this side would be during the fall and winter time. It has no leaves. And on the other side would be during the spring and summertime when it does have leaves.
Next up, we have a coniferous tree.
Oh wow. It looks like a warm season. Like the sky is blue and the coniferous tree still has its leaves.
Now let's take a look at a coniferous tree in the winter.
As I thought. It's wintertime, it's still green. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
All right. So, Amir, today we're going to be learning about two really cool coniferous trees, or evergreen trees as stated earlier because they're forever green. They don't drop their needles and become bare with seasonal change. All right. So I see you brought some pictures to show our guests today.
I brought two types of coniferous trees.
All right. Let's share them with our viewers.
All right.
Okay.
Our first tree is a cinchona tree.
That one's really pretty. I like it.
And our second, which I really think you'll like, is a dragon blood tree.
That one is really cool. It has a pretty cool name too. All right. So, Amir, I noticed something. How come the cinchona has broad leaves and not needle-shaped leaves like other evergreen trees?
Yeah, some coniferous trees have broad leaves, and just like our cinchona tree.
Yeah, exactly. Because of its name, I can't wait to get back to the dragon blood tree. It looks really cool.
Stay tuned and you'll learn about both our cinchona and dragon blood trees.
All right. See you guys in a bit.
These are a few of our favorite trees.
This is the baobab tree. It is located in Africa and commonly found in Madagascar. I like it because it has a unique shape.
This is the purple wisteria tree. It's located in the eastern United States, China, Korea, and Japan. This is my favorite tree because I love the color purple. This is one of my favorite trees. The wind-blown trees of Slope Point, New Zealand. I like the wind-blown trees because they've literally been blown by the wind and are
And I'm Yulia.
And we are back and ready to talk about more tree science.
So Sarah, where do you want to start?
Let's start with the foundation of the tree, the roots.
I see you brought a diagram to show our lovely viewers.
I do. Let's talk about the different parts of the tree and what they do, beginning with the roots. The roots are an important hidden part of the tree. They grow underground and support the tree. They also absorb water and provide nutrients from the soil.
The roots lead us up to the next part of the tree called the trunk. The trunk transports water and nutrients from the soil to the rest of the tree. The part that you see is called the bark. It protects the tree from fire, insects, and weather.
It's like a tough, protective coating.
Exactly.
The trunk then divides into branches and twigs, with leaves attached to the ends of the twigs.
I know what leaves are for. They collect sunlight to make food for the tree. Using sunlight and carbon dioxide in the air, the leaves make food for the tree and release oxygen in the air for us to breathe.
I'm glad they do that. I like oxygen. Right now, I have an image of a ciconia tree.
Let's take a look.
All right. So, the bottom of the tree is where the roots go into the ground and spread outward. The roots then lead up to the trunk, which is covered with a special bark that we're going to learn about a little bit later.
The branches and twigs extend upward along the trunk.
Yeah, and then they lead to those beautiful bright green leaves.
Yeah, let's take a look at the leaves of this tree.
All right. Here we go. Here are our lovely leaves.
Wow. They're flat and broad and not needle-like as in a Christmas tree.
But they are both called evergreen trees because they are always green. Doesn't matter if it's winter, doesn't matter if it's summer. They're still going to be that bright green. And look at their pretty flowers. They look like something soft and good to eat, covered with shreds of coconut, like on the ends here.
Yeah. The cinchona tree can produce either white, pink, or yellow flowers. Where are these flowering trees found?
Well, Yulia, I am very glad you asked. They are found in the South American rainforest, which is located in that big red circle on our map.
The cinchona tree is one of the rainforest's most famous and important discoveries.
How come?
Because of its bark. Its bark contains a substance called quinine.
Quinine bark, through the mid-1600s to mid-1800s, was the primary treatment for a disease caused by mosquitoes called malaria.
Since quinine comes from a plant or a tree, it's considered an herbal medicine.
And nowadays, a very small amount is found in a sweetened beverage called tonic water.
I've learned a few things about cinchona trees.
Me too.
It's native to the South American rainforest.
It develops beautiful flowers that can be either white, pink, or yellow.
And the tree bark was the primary treatment for malaria through mid-1600s and 1800s. Now I'm ready to learn about dragon blood trees.
Stay tuned for more tree science after this break. Bye!
These are a few of our favorite trees.
This is the baobab tree. It is located in Africa and commonly found in Madagascar. I like it because it has a unique shape.
This is the purple wisteria tree. It's located in the eastern United States, China, Korea, and Japan. This is my favorite tree because I love the color purple. This is one of my favorite trees, the wind-blown trees of Slow Point, New Zealand. I like the wind-blown trees because they've literally been blown by the wind and are bent in another direction.
Hello, I'm Maddie,
And I'm Amanda.
and we're back and ready to learn about more tree science. Okay,
Hey Maddie, want to talk about the dragon blood tree?
sure, that sounds like a great idea. And I have a picture here to show our viewers. Let me just switch to the overhead really quick. Here it is, and ignore that sticky note.
I immediately noticed about this tree that it's got an unusual shape. The crown of the tree looks like an umbrella that's been turned upside down by a very strong wind.
Actually, its unusual shape is very helpful to the tree, as the crown of the tree helps provide shade, which you can see right there. It helps its roots absorb water better. As you can see, it is in a rather dry climate from the background of this picture right here. Okay. Blurred. Okay. Also, the dragonblood tree is an evergreen tree, native to the island of Socotra, which I will show you right here. Socotra is that little tiny yellow dot in this white circle here, but here's a zoom in the corner, and that red dot is the home of our dragonblood trees. Okay.
Here's our next image. The leaves here are found only at the end of its youngest branches.
And we're going to zoom in here onto those leaves.
I see that these leaves are not shaped like pine tree needle leaves.
You're correct. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words today. Yeah, unlike coniferous trees, which generally have pine needles, these, as you can see here, the leaves here are long, flat, and pointy at the ends.
And they have berries.
Nice find. As right here, you can see the berries are green, and when they're unripe in this state, but when they ripen, they turn to this pretty reddish-orange color.
These berries are also food for birds. So Maddie, why is it called the dragonblood tree?
That is an excellent question. And I'm going to show another picture to our viewers to help answer it. Okay. Okay, the reason why the dragonblood tree is called the dragonblood tree is when you cut it, as you can see right here, it has red sap. So it looks like blood. Or strawberry jam in my opinion. So, yeah. Also, the red sap can also be used to help treat stomach and intestinal problems.
This is also considered to be an herbal medicine because it comes from a tree.
That's exactly right. Hey, I learned some pretty interesting facts about trees, didn't you?
I did. Well, what did we learn?
Well, I learned that the crown of the tree is shaped like an umbrella turned inside out.
The berries are food for birds.
And the reason why the dragonblood tree has its name is because it oozes a red sap that's similarly colored to blood. I'm rambling.
Wow, well, we've learned a lot of really great information.
And we'll return for our last segment after this break. Okay.
These are a few of our favorite trees.
This is the baobab tree. It is located in Africa and commonly found in Madagascar. I like it because it has a unique shape.
This is the purple wisteria tree. It's located in the eastern United States, China, Korea, and Japan. This is my favorite tree because I love the color purple. This is one of my favorite trees, the wind-blown trees of Slope Point, New Zealand. I like the wind-blown trees because they've literally been blown by the wind and are bent in another direction.
Okay. Hello.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back. Sorry, we're discombobulated because we have troubles. Human error, basically, the end. Okay.
All right, Maddie. Today we learned a lot about the cinchona and dragonblood trees. So I say, how about we have a little challenge based on what we learned today?
That sounds fun, but if it's like a game, right? So
Yeah.
don't we need rules?
Yeah.
What are said rules? I don't know. I
Of
can't read
course.
minds.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you about our favorite game of T.E.S.L.A, the Trivia Challenge.
Okay.
So, you and I take turns asking each other questions. If we get a question right, then we put a leaf on this board right next to our names.
How convenient. I'm holding the leaves right now.
The first person to get the most leaves wins.
Okay. Very straightforward. All right. Game on, I guess.
All right.
Okay.
This first question is for
Alrighty.
you.
What's the question?
Name the type of tree that loses its leaves during the fall or the winter.
A tree that loses its leaves during the fall or winter. That's a deciduous tree, right?
Yes, Maddie, you got it.
Okay.
All right.
I put a leaf on. All right. Hello, leaf.
Cool.
Okay, continuing right along, I got to ask you a question now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me think for a second. Here we go. Name a tree that's always green even in the winter.
Name a tree that's always green, even during the winter.
Mm-hmm.
That is the coniferous tree, or the evergreen tree.
You are correct. I'm sorry, I'm tripping over my words today.
It's fine. All right. We got another question for you.
Okay.
This one's a little harder.
Okay.
What part of the tree makes food from sunlight?
Okay, what part of the tree makes food from sunlight? Well, it's the part that I'm holding in my hand right now. It's leaves.
Clever, Maddie. Very clever.
Well, it's a pun, I guess. No, visual pun. There you go. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay. I have a question for you now. We know that trees absorb carbon dioxide, so what do they release into the air?
That was a little hard.
Cause and effect.
What important gas do they release into the air? Oxygen, of course.
You are absolutely correct, and that is not the way that goes. Okay, moving right along.
All right. Let's move on to our cinchona tree. Describe the shape of its leaf.
Describe the shape of the cinchona tree's leaf?
Yes.
Okay, let me think here. The leaves of the cinchona tree are flat and broad, right?
I'm sorry, Maddie, but you are absolutely correct.
Oh,
Give yourself a point.
hi, Lee.
Oh, 3-2.
You still have more questions?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get yourself in a rut just yet. We have time. Okay. All right. Moving right along, I have another question for you.
Okay.
What's the substance called that we used from cinchona trees in the mid-1600s to treat malaria?
Malaria? What do we use to treat malaria from the cinchona trees?
In the mid-1600s. Medicine's advanced.
It's quinine.
Exactly. There you go.
All right, cool. Got myself a point. All right,
I'm sorry.
let's ask a little harder question.
Okay.
What's the unusual shape of the dragon blood tree?
Oh, the unusual shape of the dragon blood tree? Well, it looks like an umbrella, or the crown of the tree looks like an umbrella turned inside out from the wind.
Okay, you got that one right.
I would hope so. I was on that segment.
Oh no. I'm losing. Okay.
Why am I laughing? I'm sorry.
Sorry, Maddie.
Okay, alright. I guess I have the privilege of giving out the last question. Why is the dragon blood tree called the dragon blood tree? Because it has to have a reason to have the name.
Oh. Why is the dragon blood tree called the dragon blood tree?
Yes. What's its namesake?
Oh. I'm not sure if I know this one. I think I'm gonna lose. Wait a minute. It's coming to me. Duh. The sap is a thick red blood-colored substance that oozes from the trunk.
Yes, it is blood-colored sap. Ta-da!
Wait a minute. Are we tied?
Yeah, very anticlimactic ending.
Ah. Well, congratulations, Maddie.
Congratulations to you too, I guess.
Alright, guys, that's the end of our show this week. We are T.E.S.L.A from MSI, a science education show every Wednesday at 5 p.m.
We'll see you next week with more exciting tree science and hopefully be more organized. Okay.